Hello, my name is Ashley, and I am here to make Wix simple. And if you're here, you are probably trying to figure out how to get Flodesk to work with your Wix website, specifically how to make a pop-up work. And I'm here to help you solve that problem. So we're going to dive right in. I first want to say that Flodesk is a great tool, and I have many clients who really enjoy using it, and I obviously am a big fan of Wix, but there are some things that can be kind of tricky when we're trying to get Flodesk and Wix to communicate with each other. So if you're a Flodesk user, you have probably seen that you have the option to build a pop-up within your Flodesk account. And what this video is about is how to create a pop-up on your Wix website without using that Flodesk pop-up feature. So let's just get started. From your Flodesk account, what you want to do is navigate to the forms, and you're going to be creating a new form. Now, even though we want this form to be a pop-up, we are not going to select the pop-up option from the form type. We're actually going to be choosing an inline form. And when you click on Inline, you're going to see a lot of different options for what that inline form can look like. And I just want you to choose whichever one is closest to the design that you want. This is not a Flodesk tutorial, so I won't be showing you all of the ins and outs of designing and customizing your form. But one of the things we all love about Flodesk is that it's a very intuitive system, and I'm sure there are lots of YouTube videos on how to customize your Flodesk form. So we're going to use this as a sample. This is a very simple inline form for joining a mailing list. If I wanted to make any adjustments to it, it really is just a click and kind of a drag and drop system. But you want to get your form looking exactly how you want it to look on your Wix website. And once you've done that, you will be able to embed it onto your Wix website. I do always love to tell people that it is important to look at the mobile view for anything that you're building, whether it's your Wix website or a form on Flodesk. So don't skip that step because so many of us are going to view your website on our mobile device. Okay, so let's say this form is exactly the way that I want it and I am ready to embed it onto my Wix website. What I'm going to do is go here. You can also do it in the editor, but when you're kind of just looking at all of your forms, if you click the ellipses, you can pull up an embed pop-up. And this pop-up is full of codes that we need in order to get this form that we built in Flodesk to display on our Wix website. So if you have no other Flodesk forms on your website, so let's say you don't have a footer or any other kind of sign up, it's really important to utilize this header code when we're doing these next few steps because it's kind of crucial to getting Wix to know what you want this little snippet of code to do. If you already have the header code on your website, whether that's on the back end or maybe it's at the top of a different form that you have displayed on your site, that shouldn't be an issue. But what I see people running into often is that they're just pulling this inline code, but they've never put the header code onto their Wix website. So Wix is like, I don't know what that is. Okay, so these are where our codes are going to be. I'm going to hop into a new window and I'm going to show you how we can build out a pop-up, or Wix used to call these light boxes, so that we have more control over how this form is being displayed on our site. The benefit of using a Wix pop-up is that we get to, one, it loads faster and it's controlled by Wix, so we can really target the exact settings that we want, which pages we want it to show up on, how long we want it to display, what it looks like on mobile. And it's just a cleaner integration than trying to get the Flodesk pop-ups to work on your Wix website. So from your Wix editor, I want you to go to the add panel, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a pop-up. And I'm going to just make my face a little bit smaller here and move myself off to the side. Anytime that you're looking for something in the Wix editor, I love to use this search tool. It's one thing that makes building things on Wix very simple. If I am wanting to add a pop-up, instead of trying to figure out where that might be on the list, you can actually just search for pop-up and it's going to show you where that is. It happens to be under interactive. They move things around quite a bit. But by utilizing the search function, it always is going to take you exactly where you need to be. So now that I've found where the pop-ups live, they live in interactive under pop-ups, I'm going to do the same thing I did on Flodesk, and I'm just going to look for a pop-up that is closest to the design that I want to utilize. I'm going to utilize this little promotion new collection, and by clicking it, I'm adding it to my site. This particular pop-up template did utilize a form. I'm actually deleting everything that is on this little pop-up, so I will just click on it and click delete, find anything that's kind of hiding on here, and clear off the lightbox for myself. But I'm going to keep the close pop-up icon element because I would love for people to be able to close out of my pop-up. But now I have a blank canvas. You can get specific about the settings, so if you wanted the background of your pop-up to look different, or any of these kind of design choices, you can get really specific about what this is going to look like visually. But for our purposes, let's just focus on getting that Flodesk form onto this pop-up. So now that I've got a blank canvas, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hop over to add elements. And now what I'm looking for is an embed code. And this is right here in the menu under embed code, but if you don't have the brain space to remember that, you can always hop on search, type in embed, and it's going to bring you where you need to be. So I'm going to click this first one, which is embed HTML. I'm going to drag it over to my pop-up and drop it. And that is where we're going to drop our code. I'm going to hop back over to Flodesk. The first thing that I need to copy is this header code, because in my example, I don't have the header code anywhere else on the site. And that's an important part of telling my Wix website what this whole little thing is supposed to be. So I've copied it, I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to hop back to Flodesk and grab my inline code as well. If you do have the header code in other areas of your site, or if you've already embedded it on the back end, or in the header somewhere, or maybe even in a different form, you may not need the header code, but in this example, this is the only form that's happening on my site. So I'm going to go ahead and now put that second inline code here. And sometimes this can take a moment to update. I've even gotten a forbidden message before, but if you do have a forbidden message, just give it a minute and try hopping in and out of preview and see if it will display your form that you created. So I can see that the form that I created is here inside of this window, and now I can make any adjustments that I would like to make for what this looks like. And furthermore, what I can do is manage the triggers and control all of the settings for when this little pop-up is going to display. So now that I know that my form is here, I'm going to select the whole pop-up, and when I do that, I can see that set triggers is an option. I'm going to click into that, and I'm going to look at what the options are. I do like to name my pop-ups, especially if you're using these for certain campaigns for your business, or say one is registration for an event, but another one is mailing list sign up. Having your pages named, and anytime you have the option, it's helpful to do that. So for this one, I'm going to say that this is a mailing list. That is not how you spell mailing. Sign up. And then I'm going to look at my different settings. I have the option to automatically display this pop-up on pages, and perhaps I say yes to that so that it actually does pop up. It's going to ask me which pages should it pop up on, and I have some choices here. I typically am going to choose the first page that a visitor sees, so that no matter if they're following a link from somewhere, no matter how they end up on my site, that first page that they show up on, they are going to see this pop-up. But you might have different needs and only want to display this pop-up on specific pages. That is where you're going to find those settings right in here. And then you also get to control how long it takes for this pop-up to display, as well as some other options. And all of those ways to control this pop-up are going to happen here. I do like to hop onto my mobile view and take a look at what that looks like too. So in mobile, you can see this does not make any sense. So it's always kind of a crucial step in no matter what you're doing on whether you're building your website or editing a form or something. we want to make sure that this looks good on mobile too. So what I needed to do was move over my close button. I needed to stretch out this embed frame so that I could actually see the whole thing. And now when I select this box, I can see it's just huge. It doesn't need to be. So I'm going to go down to the bottom here. I'm going to actually shrink it. And I can see that that's shrinking it from the top and the bottom at the same time. So I'm just going to move my little elements over until it looks nice. And then that makes sense to me. So I will hop back over to desktop as well. Now, any edits that you're wanting to make to this form are going to happen in terms of what it says, what it looks like. Those are going to happen back in Flodesk. So say you find a typo in this, you can't actually like click here and change any of the wording or anything like that. You're going to go back to your Flodesk. You're going to go back into the form and edit that. The good news is that it will automatically update. So if I were to change this and say, need to change the title of it or something, it is going to automatically update my form. It might take some time for the embed to update what it says, or actually it happened pretty quickly, but anything that you need to do to change the content of your form is going to happen on Flodesk. And then once you have everything the way that you want it, you can just go ahead and click publish, and then your new Flodesk form pop-up is live. When you are done using your form and you no longer want this pop-up to be live, you do want to make sure that you're going into your Wix website and you're adjusting that in your editor. So that pop-up that we just created is going to live in the site pages and menu. It's down here way at the bottom under pop-ups, and you can activate it and deactivate it here. You can delete it, you can duplicate it, and kind of control when and for how long this pop-up is going to display. But that's kind of an important thing, that if you are making a pop-up, say for a specific event you're promoting, and then that event takes place, you have to manually go in to your Wix website and make sure that you're kind of killing that pop-up so that it doesn't just display forever, because we all know there's a time and a place for a pop-up, but they can also be very annoying. My final tip for you is that if you are working on this process and you are just continually bumping into issues, I find certain AI tools to be very helpful, whether you're hopping on Gemini by Google or ChatGPT. And the more specific you are with your troubleshooting, the more helpful it can be. So you can actually copy and paste a full snippet of code and say, can you tell me what's wrong with this? Or describe what's going on. And a lot of times AI can really help walk you through that. If you're still bumping into trouble and you really just want a human to help, I do offer one-on-one training sessions where we can troubleshoot problems just like this. And I can help you get into your Flodesk, make sure that everything is looking the way that it should there, hop back over into Wix with you, and we do a screen share so that you can in real time both have your problem solved, but also kind of see how the process works, so that in the future you have the tools that you need to be able to kind of solve your own problems. And that's it. That's it for today. So hopefully I was able to answer some of your burning questions about how to create a pop-up in your Wix website using Flodesk. Subscribe for more future videos. And if you have a specific issue that you're working on that maybe some other people are bumping into as well, feel free to leave video suggestions in the comments, and I will see you next time.